Right now, South Africa's favorite comedian will help uplift teachers. The Trevor Noah Foundation has partnered with YALI to launch an initiative called Education Changemakers. It's being touted as an investment in a new generation of young educational leaders. 50 leaders from 14 Southern African countries will be selected to participate. We're joined on the line by the director of the Trevor Noah Foundation in South Africa, Shalane Yeun. Shalane, thank you very much. Many people will firstly want to know, how involved is Trevor Noah himself in deciding what sort of things the foundation supports?
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Great. Carry on, Shalane.
Sure. So Trevor is very involved. I mean, the entire vision of the foundation was basically led by him. So the foundation was essentially created to see a reality of what Trevor wants South Africa to be. And that's a South Africa where the young people are empowered to have the education and the opportunity to become leaders that then move the country forward. So on a day-to-day basis, I mean, he makes decisions, he's involved on the board meetings, and actually the birth of Education Changemakers was driven by his passion for teachers. And I know he's spoken publicly about some of the teachers that he's had in the past that really helped guide him and inspire him to be the human that he is today.
Okay, so what is Education Changemakers all about?
Sure. So Education Changemakers is a leadership program for education practitioners. So that does include principals, teachers, even those in education nonprofits, and even education policymakers. And what happens is when we select the participants of the program, they'll go through 4 weeks of leadership training, which is very intensive and full-time. And then they will pitch a solution to a problem that they see within the education space. And then after the completion of the program, they'll actually get a mentor or a coach for 6 months following the program. So one of the key things about Education Changemakers that I really like is that we want to give teachers and education practitioners not only the training, but the continued resourcing and support and network to see their solutions through to fruition.
Yeah. This sounds like a lot of support. So are you looking for sort of ordinary teachers at a smallish to large school, or somebody really involved in engineering change in South Africa when it comes to education? Like you said, those policymakers, thought leaders, people who can make a big difference.
Yeah, well, I don't think those two things are mutually exclusive as well. So we are running a national campaign, and I do think there are gems of teachers in schools in smaller areas that we would love to participate in this program. And that's not to say that we will not include those who are already making waves into the program as well. And I do want to say one of the reasons why we want a diverse pool of participants is because a lot of the magic happens in the networking. So say if a teacher is participating on the program but is having challenges in her classroom because of policy or something else outside of her environment, there'll be someone in the cohort that can speak to that perspective, and maybe she can even meet an organization that could then help her implement a solution within her school. So yeah, the cohort is meant to be quite diverse, and we do want to reach as many people as possible, which is why I'm happy you're giving us this platform to share the opportunity.
Sure, and obviously there's a problem in that education. There's been an acknowledgement that teaching is lacking. It's been shown before that kids aren't able to comprehend what they read. Maths, a whole different story in itself. Teachers themselves not always able to write the exams. Will education overall be a strong, real focus for the foundation?
Yeah, so this program is actually the second one that we've launched. We did launch last year, and we launched the pilot phase of our Kulani Schools program. And that program works directly with schools to provide to implement various interventions on a holistic level. So from psychosocial support to digital skills to career guidance. And the whole aim of that program is to help young people exit into further education and training opportunities. So this Education Changemakers program is a good complement for us because on one side, our Kulani Schools program has a direct impact on learners, and on the other side, Education Changemakers is trying to impact education through teachers. So we're trying to tackle it from both ends in hopes that we could see some real change in the education space.
All right, finally, so the deadline is the 15th of November. That's pretty soon. How do people apply?
So the application is currently live, as you mentioned. It closes on the 15th of November. 15th of November, which is Friday. People can go onto either our website, which is trevornoahfoundation.org, or they can go onto the YALI Southern Africa website. On either websites, you'll find a link to the application.
All right, thank you so much. And hopefully that does make a real difference. Shalane Yeun from the Trevor Noah Foundation in South Africa.